Hey, here at Reduce CO2 Now, we are developing solutions which work on a global scale. Because, there are things like a lot of people here in Europe, already a lot of things have been done to reduce fossil fuel use, which is really good. But on the whole world, it doesn't really change. Why? If we use more electric vehicles here, the price for fossil fuels on the whole world goes down, and then more people are just, again, using gas. And that's it. It's just a market kind of thing. So we are looking at this on a global scale, and we are looking for something what is going to have an impact on a global scale. Because, you could say, hey, if everybody is going to drive electric cars in a lot of areas, yeah, that's good. But still, then the fuel prices decrease, and then it becomes more attractive to use it again. And that's it. So one of the things we are developing is, we call it the Fossil Fuel Storage Fund. Fossil Fuel Storage Fund. We want to actively do something that the demand for fossil fuel goes down, the use of fossil fuel goes down, and at the same time, the prices for fossil fuel go up. So basically, it's like this. We want to find ways how to increase the oil price. This is something like most people don't really think about. Like all the economists in the world, they are like, oh, we want to have like cheap oil. That's like a cool thing, because then it's like fueling the economy and these kind of stuff. Which, yeah, might be something. And we see President Trump just doing things right now which are like, you can do things to the world economy which are like transformational. He's just doing things differently than lots of people before. We want to do something sort of disruptive, like Mr. Musk with Tesla. He was just going, hey, I'm going to build electric cars. And I don't care for this old stuff, what they are doing he started a new company which was really very successful in the past, building up electric cars. We don't want to talk about Mr. Musk right today, but he had a really disruptive idea. I do something different, and disregard all this kind of how they build cars so far. I just built my own company and just go for fully electric from the beginning. Cool. So now what we want to do is, we want to find a way really how to increase the price of fossil fuels on the whole world. Why? Because we already have like solar, batteries, all kinds of technologies which are already available. And now what we want to have is, we want to increase the price of fossil fuels, that they become less attractive, and the other things which are already quite cheap become more attractive, so that people are going to use them. Otherwise, we see an effect which is currently there, that like solar power is installed, but then we are going to use that energy anyway, and we are still using all the fossil fuels to burn it. So we have to find a solution how to increase the price of fossil fuels. That's what we call the Fossil Fuel Storage Fund. And you maybe have heard about people who invest in gold, yellow gold. They just buy this stuff because they think it has a value. It's inflation resistant. So you buy this stuff, you put it in a box, you put it in a bank, you have to pay for the storage. Yeah, you buy it, you pay for the storage. You can also have like other kinds of systems where you buy it and somebody is storing it for you. But in the end, you just buy it, have it, and you have like some cost for insurance and storage and so on. Like if you have like a locker box in a bank, you pay for this every year. So that's like the thing. So you have something and it just has a value. In the end, gold doesn't really have much of value anyway, because it's just like practically useless. You can only use it for jewelry and stuff. But no, we all believe that gold has a worth. That's it. So people put money in gold, like really large amounts of money, to have it. So we are going to do this with black gold, with oil, gas and coal in the end. But we're probably going to start really in the oil industry. And the idea is that we are going to buy oil, gas and so on, but we keep it in the ground. So again, we're going to buy oil, gas and so on. We're buying fossil fuels, but we keep them where they are. We want to keep them in the ground. We want to decrease the supply. So like buy an oil field, for example, and then don't use it anymore. And this is then the oil field of the Fossil Fuel Storage Fund. This is like some of the mechanisms we are going to do. We want to buy fossil fuels and keep them in the ground. Storage costs are not existent really, because we don't have to do anything. And it's a long-term investment. It's like with gold, it has a worth. It will have a worth in the future because you can use fossil fuels for something, but we are like going to buy it and we keep it there where it is. It's a very long-term investment. Yeah? And that's the idea. And then that will never be exploited unless the problem of fossil fuels is solved. Because let's face it, probably like for aircraft, for example, flying with kerosene is a quite good thing. I've been designing aircraft myself, so it's like probably also in the future, like maybe in 100 years, we are probably going to still fly with aircraft that use kerosene. And so fossil fuels will still have a very high value also there in the future. And that's what we're going to do. Build a fund and invest lots and lots of money to buy the oil from the people who have it, to get this resource into our hands. But not really in our hands, we are just keeping it where it is. Storage costs absolutely minimal. We just have to set this kind of thing up and then get lots of money. And if you're interested in this, it's a new project. We're going to set this up. Join us, contact us, and be part of a new, quite of really disruptive system. Thank you very much for watching. Please follow the channel.